Hello everybody, it's Flesson19 and welcome to the workshop guide for 1.6.5. I thought things would be relatively the same with how short of a patch it was between 6.4 and 6.5, but there are a little bit of differences, and it does seem that workshop income is down just a little bit. The one thing that I do want to emphasize is that this is not going to show you exactly how much you're going to make and how much each of these are going to produce at their maximum output. What I do is I run these over the course of 2 months, and I give you in quotation the average it should produce. I get quite a few comments each patch that I do this in saying this can make this and this can make this. And you're exactly correct that they can make that. But what I try to do is give you the average of what these workshops can produce. So therefore, these are not going to be the same every single time. I try to do as much as I can to mitigate RNG. But as you know, you can never eliminate it. That is why I do not boil these down to a single number, because each day it's going to be different, and you can virtually never do that. So what I do is over the course of 2 months, every single day I write down the number and I give an average. And there are literally, as I've said, a dozen different things that can affect whether or not your workshop is going to make more or less money. And if for any reason it were to go idle, that would also affect that average. So when you see these, always think to yourself, this is the average of what a workshop can make if I buy it and leave it alone. Now you can do things to make more money. Having the sweatshop perk, having a governor with a village connections perk. Also micromanaging, buying the output product and making sure they have cheap input product. The only downside to that right now, as we've discovered with Smithies, is the lower value the input product is in the town, the more likely caravans will buy it and therefore take that product away. So that is something to always think about when you wonder why your shops aren't making money. The other thing I wanted to mention is something that has been brought up a few times, and that is why shops don't make money at all for any reason. They're just zero. And whenever that happens, I tell people, look at the town. Are they under a rebellion, or are they about to rebel? Because loyalty affects production. As loyalty drops, people do not work. They want to rebel. And if they are going to a rebellion, they will actually produce less because they don't want to work. So make sure you're watching the loyalty of towns. If you see one that's about to rebel and you throw a workshop in there, it's probably not going to make you any money. So be very, very careful of that. Once again, I will have the same color code that I have been having. If you see one in silver, it should make between 100 and 199 a day on average. If you see it in gold, it should be able to make over 200 a day on average. However, there are some towns in the game where still workshops cannot even make 100 a day on average. So when you see a silver one with 2 asterisks behind it, that means it's not going to make much. And why would you ever buy one? Well, you might have the artisan perk where just having any profitable workshop gives you free renown, and that might be the only town in your kingdom, and you are forced to buy one there. So I am giving you that option, which you normally would not buy, but at least you're going to have that option. So once again, these are going to be the averages of what a workshop should produce in these towns. Once again, I have sent this data to Tailworld in the hope that they will start working on these because there are some shops that are doing absolutely horrendous, such as tanneries, wood shops, even smithies because of the iron ore being taken. Linen is okay, velvet is okay, but once again, we really don't have great shops and they do need a bunch of work. Hopefully, sometime here soon, they will finally get to it and maybe even give Sturgia a little more love that they desperately need. So, without further ado, here are the shops for each kingdom and, of course, my top 5. As always, take care and thanks for watching.